Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this live stream. I hope everybody is really doing well. So, I hope you guys are, you're literally ready for this power pick update on Bitcoin as well as ETH and the overall crypto market cap. I wanted to do this stream 2 days back in the Discord for the premium members, but somehow I couldn't do it. Just was busy with testing bots and everything, and we also took good trades. If you remember my last update on the Twitter when I mentioned that there is a possibility, that we might literally. My expectation was give me that one more sweep, like go to 25 point, anything under 25.3. And then probably a good pump towards 27,200 and maybe to 28k, which is 2022 value area, high. So I think that pump is here, and everybody is very bullish with this pump. But I just want to tell you, and we are going to talk today not only from the perspective of the pump, but we are going to talk today more on Bitcoin and total crypto market cap as to what we should be expecting for the month of September. And how the August closing, the tonight we're going to get our closing, so how that is going to impact the next move going forward. So without wasting further time, let's first of all go to the Bitcoin chart. So I'm going to do the charting on the Coinbase, and I've already prepared myself. I've already been charting since morning, and I've got all my levels on the chart, as you can see here. And it's a very simple chart. You don't need any Elliot wave counts, nothing. So we're just simply going to talk from the levels perspective, and then we will start building more and more confluences. So I'll just show you basically how how we most likely going to build, or how I build confluences or to the levels where I want like to take trades. So first of all, if you guys go to the monthly levels, let's go to the monthly chart, guys. Today we are having a August closing. So far, the August is not that interesting month in my view. It's a very nice downtrend, and as you can see here, we already got like 6.9% negative for the month of August so far, based on the current price action that we have. Now, what are the important levels that you would like to see or expect for the August closing? The most important levels that we have here for Bitcoin is first, currently, as you can see here, as we are talking about the monthly, so you would want to see that BTC closing above 27,223. If Bitcoin literally start closing under 27,223, basically these levels that you can see here, the 27,223, the monthly levels, then I think it's going to be the first closing under the candle, like it's going to be the first closing under May 2023 levels, which is going to trigger a very bearish narrative. And in my view, whatever the bounce we might get it going forward, it should be like for shorting, and the target would then be the whole VIX fishing. Basically the VIX that we have here, we have lot of demand here. As you can see, every time we pump, the price finds demand. There is a demand inside the 27.23 levels, 27,223 levels. You have a strong demand there. So if the price gets acceptance under 27,223 tonight, if it do happens to get our closure under these levels, I'm damn sure the market is literally going to accelerate, and we are most likely going to see September closing as a 3 black crows. The first red candle here, as you can see, another red candle, as you can see. But if it closes under monthly levels, would be amazing. And the third red candle would be a closure under this week, which would be somewhere around, in my view, 25,123 levels. So that's where exactly, in my view, the next candle would so September would be closing, okay, at those levels. Of course, we're going to see our VIX in my view. So I'm going to come on that part as to where we should be looking for longs or buys. But the way I see the market, as we are literally going to close, if we happen to close tonight under 27,223 on Coinbase, I'm damn sure the market is literally going to accelerate in the month of September for the more bloody market. So September is going to be the downtrend, and which is most likely going to, in my view, would most likely be the buy the dips kind of a thing. Of course, I would say, and I would not say two things. First, I would say that we will be definitely buying the dips. Second, I would not say that after buying the dips, we are most likely going to 35,000 or 40K, or maybe even that would be the bottom. No, we don't know yet. So the first thing is, I would say we will buy the dip. Second thing, I would not say that we are literally bottomed for this whole move and we're just simply going to pump up. No, I would not say that. But for sure, whatever the dips we're going to buy in the month of September, that's going to give you, in my view, at least 8 to 9% gains in return. Okay, so for the month of September, guys, this level is very crucial, 27,223. If we happen to close under these levels tonight, khalas, we are literally going to accelerate. For the month of September begins with a small push towards 27,700 or 28,000 bucks. One more time, 27,700 is a nice levels. Now we get one more push up like 27,700, reject from there and come back down, go back down, and straight going towards the weekly levels, which is where 24,300 bucks is there, which is exactly where the first bounce is going to most likely happen. So now let's talk about the bounces. Talking about the bounces, we will be going to the weekly levels now. So 1 second. So we need to have more and more confluences. We close under 27,223 tonight, and as I mentioned, we're going to literally accelerate on the downside. So let's say if we happen to close under 27,223, which is very likely, we are most likely to see a continuation on the downside, and our first target is going to be 24,300 bucks. The weekly levels 24,316.71, which is there on the Coinbase, and from there a bounce is expected towards the daily levels of 25,123. Maybe we can even reclaim those levels. Okay, like this, we can even reclaim it, just do some sort of a sideways, and then further move down towards my final and a primary target of 23,300 bucks. Now, why do I think that 23,300 is the big levels? Why? That levels, is something you should not miss it. That level is something I'm definitely building a huge spot backs. I already gave you, the buy calls when we were literally at 16.8. So from 16K to 16.8, we have literally bought it. We never shorted anything at those levels. We were simply buying it. If you remember from the last group I was in, so we were simply buying, and as I mentioned, I have not sold a single Bitcoin I've bought, because those bags I'm accumulating for the next bull run. And my target for Bitcoin for the next bull run is $550,000. Believe me or not, but the fibs don't lie. That's what my target is. But of course, we're going to play levels on levels. We will see how the market reacts. We will see how the price action develops and forms. So yes, we're going to play levels on levels. But based on the fractal that I have got from the gold of 1976, 1978, I think BTC is likely going to follow. And the way we are getting attention from ETF, I do think that ETF is, the actual approval is most likely going to happen in 2024, where the market is literally going to soar, and it's going to pump to literally to my levels of $550,000. 500 to 550K is what I'm eyeing basically. So why am I looking for 23.3? Well, if you look at from this perspective, I have few confluences. First, this is your monthly you know, support, or I would say monthly support levels. The first candle like this, the second test, a third test, a fourth test, and this is the fifth candle that we had like a test. Okay, so 23.3 is an absolute levels in my view where I would like to buy. However, if you really would like to see, there is a possibility Bitcoin may wick to the, you know, the 2023 point of control. This FPVR what you're watching, the point of POC is lying at 22,000, I would say 23,033 levels. So hence this levels makes more and more sense. Now just like add some more and more confluence to this. So I'm just going to add some fibs level as well, and see what kind of levels do we get there. In my view, it should be close to golden pocket zone. If that is the case, then it's a good levels to trade. So I'm just simply going to have golden pocket, and let's also see where the 0.5 aims for. A 702. Perfect. So ideally, if you see, we have two monthly levels. The first one is 23.3, which is where we have 0.5 Fibonacci levels, and we also have POC, the 2023 point of control that we have here. So I am expecting these levels to give a nice bounce. If we go there like this, the bounce is most likely going to be a retest of the daily breaker of 25,100, because that is going to be your next resistance then, and reject, and then we further go down towards 19,985 and go to the golden pocket, as well as the quarterly OB that we have here. So the quarter OB is very important, guys. That's our quarter 2 OB, and which is very crucial. We have not yet tested those levels. We have fair value gap there as well, so we can simply go here and probably give us a nice opportunity. And in my view, this is the first you know, bullish case that I have for Bitcoin. Okay, that is my first case. So we're just simply going to play levels. The first levels that we have 23,000 to 23,300 for a strong bounce towards 25,200. That is going to give us a $2,000 bounce. We will see how the market reacts at those levels. We will see how September closes, and based on that we will maybe either take profits all over here, reshort it, and let it ride towards 19k and maybe even to $18k levels. Okay, that is our primary plan for Bitcoin. Now let's talk about the weekly time frame. So as you guys know, we already discussed previously in the live stream, we had two main scenarios for the Bitcoin. First is the bearish, second is the bullish. The Bitcoin on the Coinbase, despite of the fact that it has not swept the lows, most of the exchanges it has swept the lows. So practically the perpeps have swept the lows, the spots is yet to sweep the lows. I have gone through all the dumps that have happened in the past, and there were huge gaps where perpeps literally went or swept, went too low, too deep, and spots did not. However, at the end of the story is that spot is going to go there and fill those gaps. So spot is definitely going to go to 24.3, which is going to come, okay, sooner or later, which is definitely going to come. So don't be, you know, don't be in or having a mindset that we are literally going to pump and pump and pump from here. You're literally going to lose. So you need to play the levels. Okay, my friends, and what is there on your screen, of course. So Coinbase is also going to sweep the lows in my view, as every damn dump. Just look at, I have also posted in the premium Discord the 21 technicals, the day when we dumped, I posted, and even the night before the dump, I posted that, look, we are in the downtrend. I'm expecting Bitcoin to go to sweep under 24.5, and I'm just not sure whether the wave 2 is in, and if this wave 2 is in, it's going to literally accelerate. The way it's going to accelerate, it's just simply going to dump very fast, and it's going to liquidate everyone. I went to bed got up in the morning and saw it already happened. You know, we literally wanted to short. We were literally looking for shorts from 20, you know, I would say 29,900, 30,000, $30,600. 30,600 did not came. A lot of people were eyeing those levels, but 29.9 it went so close to those levels. It literally went to 29,700 on, you know, Bybit, and then dumped. So $200 was a miss, but that's fine. You know, we are the final purpose of the community is to educate you, to improve, to increase your wealth. We don't want you to lose on that dump on such sort of things. We know this dump is coming, and that was all mentioned, you know, that it is coming. Since June, I've been saying that this is going to happen, this is going to happen, and it happened. And now I'm again telling you guys, going forward, in my view, we're going to literally see 24.3 minimum, but the best levels to long or to buy is, in my view, 23.3 to 23,000 bucks. It is likely to give a $2,000 bounce in from those levels to 25,100. Okay, minimum $2,000 bounce. If 25,100 is flipped, then we will eye more and more upside. But for now, we're just going to play those levels. So what can we expect on, you know, the weekly? If you can see here from the Bitcoin perspective, we have two scenarios as I mentioned. So I'm just simply going to show you what I already have. This is the bear macro. This was the scenario I posted in the month of you know, I would say June. I think it's like 24th or 25th June, I'm not sure exactly. I posted on Twitter in the previous group as well, and over here also I have discussed many times on the stream, and it is perfectly playing out. There is nothing you can do about it. It just played out very nicely. Look at the bounces that is happening. The drawings are not based on, you know, these drawings are based on the fibs that I drawn previously, that I expected to bounce from those levels, and it's doing really well. We did not close under these levels of 25,800, and I was also expecting a bounce towards the daily levels of 27,300. We went to the previous 2022 value area high, which is good. Now I'm expecting a further dump to my levels of 23,000. From there, a bounce towards 25,000. If this can be the bottom, fine, but this is, to me, looks like a very nice broadening top pattern, guys. So this pattern tells us once Bitcoin starts going towards 23,000, the whole market, the whole Twitter is going to go nuts. Meaning the whole Twitter, the whole crypto Twitter is going to shout, we are going to 18k, we are going to 16k, and we are going to 12k. Everywhere you will see tweet, haven't I told you that we are going to dump and we are going to go to 12k? Haven't I told you we are going to 18k? Haven't I told you we are going to 20k? That's how the Twitter is going to react, and I don't want you guys to caught in those sort of things and be sideways. Just because of the plan that I have over here, the $23,000 bucks level is the best levels, and I am going to accumulate Bitcoin over there. I'm going to buy Bitcoin, even if I give you officially, if I'm slipping or whatever, price goes there, you simply buy and hold till we are above $22,000. Till we are above those levels, this, you know, broadening top pattern is a very, very likely. Now this is a very rough sketch of the broadening top, so let me correct a little bit so that we can get a perfect levels for the broadening top. Let me show you. I'm just simply going to delete this, okay? I haven't deleted this since I draw, you know, so I wanna do it a perfect way. So this is where the first lows were, and hold on, this is perfect. So this broadening top the wave counts for this broadening top, in my view, this was your wave 1, this was your wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a sharp move, wave 5. So this was your wave 3, and right now we are most likely going to do ABC correction, which is where, you know, we're going to go to the $23,000 bucks, pump up back up there towards the daily, maybe if we are doing literally ABC, or the ABC is already in. So the $23,000 levels we're going to go, and maybe a wick to 22,000 as well. A possibility is there always. And from there we start flipping the monthly levels again. We start getting back all the levels, and we close above or we reclaim, you know, the 24,300, and we can literally go up towards the 33,000 bucks. So that is going to be, we sweep the highs, this liquidity is going to be taken then. So then after that, from here, the broadening top, we start breaking it, and we go like this. That's how the broadening top pattern works. Okay, that's how it works. So hence this is the you might feel that why this is bear macro scenario. Why? Because if this broadening top is going to play out, this is going to be very bearish in my view. Okay, why? Because the 5 waves indicates that, you know, we are literally you know, having a ABC scenario on the hard-term time frame. That's why. So let me just put it things under the bear macro scenario, then we will have a look on the bear you know, the bear case scenario. Hold on guys, just a minute please. Perfect. So this is our macro bear scenario. Now let's talk about the bear case that we have, but it is this bear case that we have, I would say, in my view, this is very bearish. So practically this bear case is something nobody discusses, nobody talks about it, because they don't have it. They never even looked at it, or nobody is having this harmonic. As you know, I play a lot of harmonics, and 80% of time my harmonics plays out. The last one played well, you know, for the shorts as from the 30k. This one I found it during the live stream as well, and looks really amazing to me. So in this scenario, what we have is, as I mentioned, if the monthly levels of, you know, 23,300 is flipped into a resistance, then I'm damn sure we're literally going to dump towards the quarter OB first, a bounce from there, and we're literally going to sweep to the major support of 13,900. This harmonic pattern target is 13,900 guys. We're not going to go to 12k or 11k. This harmonic targets 13,900 and maybe even $13,000. So this is the very bearish case for Bitcoin, which I'm not going to discuss at this moment, but something you need to keep in mind, in my view. Let me just see where this fib is coming from. Okay. Now let's also talk about the bullish count that I have. Okay. So the bullish count that I have, this was the count that I had previously, and look at how the price is perfectly reacting to the levels I've marked. This is the bullish case, and as I mentioned, 23,300 is our bullish case. So if we are literally bottoming, this level is a must levels. Yes, a wick is fine. We can go to the OB towards 22,500. A wick is fine. We can literally wick those levels because we have a nice OB. We have a nice bullish pennant over here. So we can go to the head of the bullish pennant probably, and can even go towards $22,000 levels, which is fine. But $23,300, $23,000 level is where I'll be looking to buy Bitcoin. And if we are very bullish, in my view, we are most likely going to start a next pump in the market, taking Bitcoin not only towards 40k, but it's just going to take Bitcoins towards 45,000 minimum 45. That is a strong bullish case. Okay, now this wave 2, in my view, this was your wave 1. This is A, irregular expanded flat wave B. We just sweep the lows for the wave C, go towards 23,000, 23,300, accumulate there, make everyone bearish, because we will be losing the previous range highs of 25,190. So everybody would be expecting that, you know, we are bearish, we're just gonna go towards 18K, and this should literally starts pumping back up towards $45,000. So that's the reason I have, you know, a lot of confluences for these levels to buy, because the wave to target is also a minimum target of 23,650. We have monthly levels. You can add more and more confluence. We have naked POC around 22,800 or $22,000 exactly. I'm not sure. I need to check the exo chart, but there is a naked POC levels on the downwards here as well. Meanwhile, I'm just going to open exo as well. Let me see what exactly the daily NPOC levels or weekly NPOC levels or a monthly NPOC levels are at. But guys, this is the bullish case that we have here, and this should not be ignored. This case is a very, very valid case. So that's all we have for a Bitcoin on the higher term time frame. I already discussed the levels that what we should be expecting for the monthly for tonight's closing. Remember the levels 27,223 on the Coinbase. Every exchanges have their own levels. Bybit might slightly vary from like $50, $100. Binance, yesterday also Binance went $50 deep than Bybit, but you know, if it's Binance, I mean, there is always a sell pressure because CZ is selling actually. So you know, I think that everybody was so bullish with the BlackRock ETF or whatever the ETF filings those were coming, and were like screaming when we were literally at 30K. Every crypto Twitter was screaming, majority I would say, everyone, we are going to 40K, it's coming, we are going to 45, it's coming, buy the dips. And you know, those are not the times where you should be literally looking to buy the dips. But nevertheless, very few I know that were literally looking a dump from those levels. And the intention for you guys is to improve or to increase your wealth. Wealth can be increased in two ways. Your wealth will be increased first by holding more Bitcoins, or a capability for you to buy more Bitcoins. So for example, your wealth, for example, at 30K you are only having $1,000, okay, or I would say at 30K you only had $30,000. So you would be able to buy only one Bitcoin. You did not short it, okay, we missed our short limits, and Bitcoin literally dumped to $23,000. But you still only have $30,000. However, your wealth increased. How? At $30,000 you would be able to only buy one Bitcoin, whereas at $23,000 you would then be able to buy 1.3 Bitcoin, which means your wealth has increased by 30% in Bitcoin terms. And trust me, everybody knows Bitcoin cycles. The bull run, Bitcoin literally going to pump, and when it pumps to my target of 500,000, 500 or 550K, you know, you're going to make 150K just by not doing anything. Your wealth is going to, because multiply $500,000 into 0.3 is going to literally give you 150K profits. So whatever you have not made here, you're going to make at that point of time, and that you're going to make big. If you would have shorted that, you know, with $30,000 you would have made like 5K or 6K. But instead, you focused on making wealth. You holded it. We knew the plan. The dump is coming. You know, you bought more Bitcoins. You accumulated more Bitcoins, and now your wealth is amazing. Okay, that's how you make wealth actually. Think of making wealth and not of making peanuts. Okay. Second important thing is, when the market screams that, you know, buy, it is not, something is not wrong. Why? Because they are creating a huge liquidity in the market. They wanted to sell, or they wanted to lay off their backs, and every time it has worked. Be contrarian. trade contrarian when the market screams. Majority of the time it's gonna work. That's how I will long Bitcoin at 29,000 if you remember, and it just pumped to 52,000 May, and it just went to new highs. So that's how it did. Similarly, at $23,000, I'm damn sure every crypto Twitter, everywhere you will scream or you will see people screaming and shouting, we are going to 18K, we are going to 16K, we are going to 13K. That's exactly where the time is to buy the dips for the Bitcoin. Okay. So now, what are we looking for on the lower term time frame, guys? I've already mentioned my views yesterday in my Discord 21 and Technicals, and I have two cases over here. The first case that I have, so before we go to the Bitcoin, let me take you to the total crypto market cap. A total crypto market cap, we literally had the 5 waves on the upside, which is going to be like A, B, irregular, expanded, flat, and a 5 wave upside. I do think that right now, as we are above the OB and we literally held the OB and bounced very well, what I personally feel is at this moment we are at a resistance of 1.08 trillion is what we anticipated for Bitcoin to go there. Currently, if you look at from the daily perspective, we got a very nice bullish divergence, and I mentioned it over in our Discord group, mentioned to all members that we should not be looking for shorts. The divergence is strong. We should be aiming for long opportunities. We missed the long opportunities. Why? Because we wanted a small sweep of the lows and then pump up. The news literally accelerated the pump. It did not create a new price action, guys. If anybody who tells you that oh god, I missed because of the news, no. The news only accelerated the pump. It don't create the price action. Never. The price action is always created by the bots. We are literally trading versus the artificial intelligent bots, the market makers. So the news only going to accelerate it. It never going to make it any new price action. No. So if you have to just look from here perspective, we are seeing a very nice bear divergence formation on a total crypto market cap, as well as you can see here, the OBV is simply going down, which means that there are no new market participants in the market. It's all like the limits are getting exhaustion, so there are no new market buys. It's just that there are liquidations happen. Lot of shorts were building up. Every day I have updated in the Discord, look, the shorts are piling up, look, the shorts are piling up, but there are no new long opportunities. So it's just like OBV also saying that we are not having a market participants. There are no new market longs or shorts. It's just that the liquidations that has happened. So I think the bear divergence is intact, and any retest of the 1.08 trillion, which is likely going to come with $27,700 Bitcoin retest, or 27,800, that is going to give us a very nice short opportunity towards a sweep of the lows, in my view, towards $959 billion for total crypto market cap. Now, alternatively, I am also having a bullish case for overall crypto market cap. That case applies to everything. So it's a bearish case, but it's going to chop a lot. It's not going to give you a very straightforward dump or a pump. So it's like a more choppy price action that I'm proposing at the moment. So here, as you can see, we already wigged under 886. So that's the only reason this plan makes looks like a less likely to me, but nevertheless we're just going to discuss it. I have it here. I've saved it somewhere. Where the hell it is? No, I don't have it. So maybe as we literally had a good push up, we are likely going to form a triangle structure. pardon my drawing. So something like this. Okay, a move up was ABC. We're going to go a small down, a retest of like this, and then further dump to the levels of a 786, another ABC. So move up was A, a big A move down was B in a 3 waves move. We hold those levels of 786, we start accumulating again, shorts build up, and we pump up to sweep up the highs of 1.15 trillion, go towards 1.69, everybody bullish, come back down in a 3-way sequence. Okay, and this time either we sweep the lows or a small bounce and a sweep of the lows and go to my target of 843 billions, or it's going to be somewhere like in my view $23,300 or $22,800. If this triangle scenario plays out, trust me, you know, we are literally, whatever the pump that we have seen so far, that pump is going to be retraced back, but not fully, but most likely we're going to you know, we are going to get another 12 to 13% bounce opportunities in the market. So Bitcoin is likely going to then test $30,000 one more time before it literally breaks down, if this triangle scenario in play. So what are the confirmations? The confirmation for this triangle scenario is we don't want the total crypto market cap to go under the levels of $1 trillion again. That $1 trillion should not be lost now. Okay, first and foremost important thing, that $1 trillion is your hard liquidation. We don't want the price or the total crypto market cap to go, you know, to those levels. That is your invalidation. If it starts going back towards $1 trillion or anything under $1 trillion, it's simply going to dump in a very sweet fashion and literally going to go to my targets of, as I mentioned, $23,000 for the Bitcoin. This is what I have. Alternative bearish case for a total crypto market cap in a triangle formation. And if that is the case, that we are looking for a triangle formation on, you know, the Bitcoin or total crypto market cap, we can also see a very similar kind of a move, something like this from here. So this move is, you know, the move on the downside is wave A, and we are doing A, B, come back down to the daily support of 26,100, accumulate, C wave up towards 29,500, can even go to 29.9. Okay, September, instead of it dumps in September, it pumps in September, everybody gets wrecked, people expected bullish, and October, instead of October, it just go down, October dumps and give us the price that we wanted for the 23,300. So that is how this A, B will be triangle and C is going to form. Okay, that's how it is going to do. So that is something you need to keep in mind, the triangle scenario, which is a very choppy case. And for this scenario to play out, we need Bitcoin to literally hold above the daily levels of, as I mentioned, 26,300. It can wick any point of time to 26,000 bucks, but I would not want to see any daily closure again under those levels because of this pump that we have got. Okay guys, so the triangle scenario should not be ignored at this point. It's very valid. Okay, and why do I think the triangle scenario is likely to play out? Why? Because it's very simple. You know, if it would have been like a 1 2 3 4 5 waves, it should have not go above the monthly levels of 27,200 to 27,300. But it just literally went to weekly levels straight away from here, indicates that the move was ABC, and this to me doesn't look to me like a 5 waves on the downside. Now let's also check the CME chart, as let's see what it has. So CME futures, let's go there. So the CME gap is filled, as you can see here on the daily. The gap is filled. Okay, we got a CME gap up here, and the gap is perfectly filled. and we got a big gap down, as you can see here. I'm not sure if it's going to fill or what, but based on my experience, the CME gap always tends to get filled. The only way this gap fills is with the bearish harmonic that I've got. I've already showed you the biggest bearish harmonic that nobody talks about it, and that biggest bearish harmonic is the only way this gap fills. Okay, so it's going to be like another perspective. So let's say you have a nice harmonic structure from here, and it's like a bullish harmonic that we are talking about. So that was your double top A, 0.382 almost. Another highs like this, and we go towards 786 to 886 Fibonacci levels. Perfect. You see, the only way this harmonics on the CME, the gap is going to fill with this harmonic that we have only. So, you know, I would say don't focus on the gap that we have on 21,000 at this moment. Let's play levels. The levels is very important. Currently, I have lot of confluence for the $23,000 to $23.3 levels, and hence, you know, I do think that those levels are going to give us a $2,000 minimum bounce, and we're going to enjoy those bounce. Let's say if this is the bottom, I am seeing a very sharp move on the upside, like 5 waves. We are not going to close our longs. We're just simply going to let it ride, whatever the move is going to form next. So then we're just going to ride our longs with the trailing stop loss so that we don't miss the big move that is going to come. Okay. So the only CME, the only plan that I fill for the CME is this, in case if we are literally going for the move on the downside. Nevertheless, I do think that, you know, in my view, going back to a 786 would be, in my view, I think if this harmonic should be in play, then we are not going to see the bottom. We are not going to sweep the lows. The bottom is already in. It's just that we are going to chop till the, you know, the whole Q3, maybe till December. We're going to chop till 18K, and going forward in 2024 from 18K the price reverses, because remember on the CME, and since we were topped out, I mentioned that I have this big harmonic, and this big harmonic normally the pattern targets 886 Fibonacci levels, but as you can see here on the CME, it already went to 824 Fibonacci levels, and I would not complain that why not 886. Even 824 is fine with me, and I think this is the big pattern, and this one is a small pattern that is most likely going to repeat, you know. So I do think that I don't have a reason why Bitcoin should literally go now to 13,900, and hence, you know, I'm not talking about much of those things. I personally think that the bottom is in for the Bitcoin, and people are just going to wait for 12K, and they're just going to miss the cycle, in my view. You know, everybody's waiting, so I don't know actually. I personally now think that it should not come, and it should not get it. But let's see. I mean, we're just going to play the levels. We have everything in our chart. We will play the levels. The only thing I'm afraid of, is what if, you know, and it's very, very dangerous, and I personally am very afraid of this thing. What if Bitcoin literally go in, you know, a 4-year bear market, because it already been you know, in an uptrend for like more than a decade. So as you can see that Bitcoin literally you know, pumped up and everything, so it's already in a big uptrend. So I just want to show something. I had a thought, what if Bitcoin literally cheats with us, and it just go in an ultra bear market the way gold did in 2020 2023. So let me show you. Where is the Brave coin? BLX. So let me show you guys, and I'm just going to change the BLX to the logarithmic, okay, because of the chart. Now, you know, the BLX plan that I've already posted in my earlier group where I was there, I think most likely we have two options. I'm just going to simply forget about everything at this point. I'm just simply going to hide it so that, and then we will discuss about what we going to look for, the double zigzag and 1 2 3 4 5. So this is the trend line that we have, so I'm just going to ignore the trend line at this point. Okay, what if, so I know it's a big if, but what if this was your bottom of the range and this was a high range highs here, okay? Now as we have almost rejected from the range equilibrium, so what if we come back down here, okay, take the liquidity, this liquidity that we have, a lot of longs are there, it liquidates everyone, make everybody short, pump it back up, reclaim it, and it start pumping, go back up, sweep the range highs, okay? Let me just do a little bit of adjustment. Perfect. And what if it just play a bigger harmonic that we never imagined? I mean, nobody imagined that sort of a big harmonic. Nobody. And what if Bitcoin literally plays this way? I mean, I honestly don't know if it is going to, but let's say if this was your top from a higher time frame perspective and this was your low towards the golden pocket zone, from that levels it's quite highs, and we go up here to 1414 and it simply go towards those levels. I'm just going to extend this harmonic because the numbers are not correct. I just need to slightly make that change here, and I'm just going to make a change as well from here. What if, guys, I mean, I don't know, but what if it just cheats with us? So, you know, because I have seen, so we just forms a bottom here, okay? If this harmonic is this harmonic is not valid yet because it's yet to play out. So, you know, it's yet to play out because this would only confirm when we get our big C leg on the upside, and that's the only way it confirms. And then we go for this is going to be like a multi-year bear market. So how it is going to do that? In two ways it can do. First, the first way, which I like personally, and is most likely going to be, this was your range lows, 2022 lows, this was your range highs, okay, and this is the equilibrium. Personally, from this I would like to see it dump, go inside this 18k, small pump, sweep the lows, take the liquidity 13,800, 13,600, get it back, chop, you know, something like this, accumulate here, people are going to short it, and out of nowhere it just simply pumps up like this. If we happen to get this sort of a move, this would be your overall bottom for the crypto market cap, which means that we are not going to revisit those levels too soon. But so that would take Bitcoin literally, because if this chop happens for the next few months, you know, if this chop happens for the next few months, I'm damn sure 80% of the market, 80% of the people are going to leave the Bitcoin market. It's like Bitcoin is dead. It's not going, it's shopping between 16 to 25K. It's dead. We are not going anywhere. It's dead. We are going to go to 10K. Wait for the 10K. People are going to wait for 12K. Not coming. 10K, not coming. It's chopping, chopping, chopping. And it reverses. This is going to be the most pain scenario in my view. How fast it goes is something, all depends on the news we are going to get. But this is the most painful scenario anybody can think of. And if I would be a market maker, I would literally do such sort of things. Why? Two reasons. I get lot and lot of opportunity to buy more Bitcoin. If I keep the price, if I literally don't, pump the price, slowly accumulate whatever I want to accumulate around 16K to 13K, just keep on accumulating. Not only $3 billion Bitcoin, I would accumulate $30 billion Bitcoin. Okay, just accumulate. The whole market is out. Every retailers have gone. Now, what are you gonna do? You already hold 10% of the Bitcoin bag overall. You simply need to buy only market orders. You simply need to, go and put few million market orders, and the price will start pumping, reversing. And once it starts going, I will just keep on pumping. I will pour few millions or billions of dollars and let the price keeps on pumping to 30K. And once that flips, the retailers will start getting interesting. Oh, Bitcoin is doing something. Let's wait for it to go to 45, 50K and we're going to buy in. So automatically, few of the retailers will start kicking in. It's just going to simply push the price to 50K. Okay, my work is done as a market maker. I've already pushed the pump the price. My bags are up from 16K. It's now almost like going to be like 2x. Okay, it's just going to pump 50K, 60K, 70K, 80K, and then the real retailers in the market are going to come in. Man, Bitcoin is in the bull market. Just go. And then from 670K, the pump is going to start happening to 180K. That's exactly where, the retailers are going to get out of the market. Man, I've made lot of money. Bitcoin is literally going to go down from here. The market makers created a huge order block because they have lot of liquidity. They have huge Bitcoins. They're going to take lot of loans on the collateral of Bitcoin. They create a base, at 100K. People literally wait for 60K. It never comes. The order book is so solid. The bots are going to pump up the price goes to 200K. The retailers are going to be like, oh man, this is pumping. This is going to 1 million. The whole market is going to be like, Bitcoin is going to 1 million. And the retailers who have sold at 150 to 160K, waiting for Bitcoin to buy at 60K again, a retest of the range highs, they are the ones who are going to literally go in the market and buy Bitcoin at 220, 230K, and maybe even 300K. And just the retailers are going to come in the market. The money is going to flow. And that's exactly where, the market makers are going to exit. They're going to use you as a liquidity. And that's exactly where you're going to buy my bag. When I'm going to literally start exiting market from $400,000. Literally going to start exiting. It's okay. I mean, I'm happy with the bag I've got, but I'm just literally going to be started exiting in $400,000, still $550,000. And when literally everybody is bullish for $1 million, nobody's selling, we're going to see a blow off top. The blow off top is going to take everyone out, and Bitcoin is literally going to dump like 50% in a single candle, and boom, wiped off. So this is how the market maker theory works, actually. The psychology works. But this is, in my view, what if this is going to be very bullish, but what if, as I mentioned, Bitcoin literally goes to 23,000, maybe even to 18K levels, hold up here, we don't sweep, reclaim these levels, and it goes up here, sweep the highs like a double top kind of a thing, come back down. So this move is going to be your wave A, a big wave A, irregular expanded flat wave B, and then we're going to get our wave C, sweep of the lows, more pain, and then from there we run up. So means everybody wait for 2024 halving pump. The halving pump is going to be like this. BlackRock ETF pump is going to be like this, and then what is going to come is going to be something like this. This is going to be the most painful scenario in my, it's going to take Bitcoin for like 2 years of or 3 years of bear market, but overall it's going to be like 4 years of bear market from 2022 to 2025 to 2026. And then once this is done, Bitcoin is literally going to soar, soar and soar. It's never going to come back to those levels again. 100k would be your base, and we're not going to see anything on 100k for the next few years. Yeah, and that's going to happen. Just look gold, guys. That's how it has played. So gold, when the gold ETF was approved, gold literally pumped 450% in after the ETF approval. So not on the spot, like not on the same candle, no, but once the ETF was approved, that was the bottom, and then it just was in a steady uptrend, and it pumped 450% from those levels. So, and then it also got a sharp dump, as you can see in 2022. Everything, it just went literally to 800 bucks as well. So you never know. I mean, it just can cheat with us. So we just need to be very careful. I mean, let's forget about this scenario at this moment, the heart and time frame that we have. Do not confuse your mind. Forget about this. We're going to focus on the the scenarios that I've already discussed actually. So this is what we have for the heart and time frame. Also, I've discussed the total crypto market cap, guys. If we are forming a triangle should not be ignored. It's a very valid triangle. If we are going for a triangle, $26,000 is what we want to see Bitcoin holding. We hold those levels, and I'm damn sure we're going to go for another run towards 30k levels, 29.9 to 30k levels, and everybody is going to literally feel very, very bullish once it happens, because it's going to form a triangle this way. So I'm going to monitor every small updates I'm going to provide in the 21M Technicals group, and if you would like to join, do join. Please note, the 21M Technical is not solely for a signal group. It's more of educational. It's more of a community where we I want everybody to learn. I provide all my analysis, my insights in the group, and also trades as well, of course. And right now we are doing good with the prop challenge. Took some scalps. Yeah, I think yesterday when gold pump, we showed it around 1940.5, 1939.8 to 1940.5. I'm still in that short. Also, my plan for the gold is, as you can see here, the plan for the gold, as I mentioned in the morning, I was expecting the pump from here, go to the 1942, slightly more down, and then pump to this level. The take profit targets were hit, and then it just went to my target, further pumped up. Right now, what I personally feel for the gold, my personal scenario is, we are topped. $1948 is your top for the gold, and the $1948 is topped, and we are going to accumulate between 1948 and 1937. $1937 should hold, and if we are holding those levels, I'm expecting our bounce from 1937 towards 1980 bucks. That's what I'm going to play. So for now, I'm in short. I'm going to take profits at 1937, and doing it's good actually playing golds. Gold is a good chart actually in my view. Also, a lot of automation I've done in the Discord, especially with the alpha bot. We have a strategy. The strategy posts the charts automatically every 15 minutes for gold, for scalpers. Also, the liquidity chart's been posted in the group automatically, so that you are aware of what is going in the market, where is the liquidity, where is the order block, where is the demand, where is the supply, and you don't have to keep on checking charts every seconds. Automatically it's going to push. You simply just have to watch it once, so that you know how to plan your next trade. I'm going to take a private stream tonight for the premium members, and also going to take an educational content on the patterns. I wanted to take this content last week, and also on fibs the content is ready. It's just that I need to take it. So I'm gonna take the content on fibs as well as pattern in this week itself. So today it's all about patterns. Tomorrow maybe we're going to check for fibs. Fibs are very important. Once that is done, guys, what we are going to do is, or what I'm going to do is, I'm going to daily on the private stream, daily I'm going to talk about how to draw levels and how do you do charting. Basically that is important. So just don't sleep, guys. It's okay if you don't want to join, but what I'm trying to tell you is, wherever you go, don't sleep, don't depend on anyone, try to be independent. Okay, learn whatever you can, because this is going to be the most important thing going forward in trading. If you will learn, you won't miss in the bull market that is going to come. But if you don't learn right now, you're just going to sleep, then I'm damn sure you need to be dependent on someone going forward, which is not my intention. I want everybody to be independent, and I will be going to make most likely lots and lots of millionaires in the upcoming bull run, inshallah. Okay, if you follow my plan. Patience is very, very needed. A lot of people keep on asking me when we are longing, when we are trading. You don't always need to trade, my friend. As I already gave you an example, you had a 30k USD, you did not took any trades. Now the Bitcoin is at 23. It's like, it's simply like you have 30% more Bitcoin. So it's like you're king, because in future, even if it pumps to 70k, you are making $21,000, nothing but just simply holding and having patience. So that's how you make wealth, guys. My focus is majority on Bitcoin and Ethereum. For us, I will give as and when I see some good setups. Yesterday I gave Ocean short. I want to show something about it. Ocean, I gave that Ocean short literally at the day H4 supply 0.335. It went slightly down 0.33, got up in the morning. As soon as I got up, I saw that we are down. I was almost like 1% up, almost 1%. And I took profits, asked everyone to take profits. I asked them to close it. Why did I ask them to close it? Why? Two reasons. You see, every trades have, even though we have this plan that it's a rising wedge, but you also need to understand that, there are fib levels which are very, very crucial and very, very important for us. Let me just show you something. This is the top of the range for the Ocean. Okay, and we have a strong support, or I would say resistance as well. Hold on a minute. Perfect. So I simply need to go to the 4/10. Since the beginning of the highs or the tops, perfect. So this is the levels where we have accumulated. A lot of people have accumulated. It's like we have H4 supply, we have the POC of 334, we have another POC of the range at 3318. Hence, this levels make a very good levels for shorting. We have daily resistance at 34 cents. Lot of levels. Why I decided to close the short? My stop was very tight. It was 0.34 cents was my stop. I draw the fib from here, from the highs, okay, and to the lows. My target was 1618. I wanted the 1618 to hit and then reject. A lot of levels. It did hit 1618 and then rejected. A slightly rejection, not a big one, like a 1% rejection overall. And then but the problem is it rejected after sweeping the 1.886 Fibonacci levels. Now, I don't know how many of you are Fib masters or experts, but 1.886 Fibonacci level is your bull bear territory. It means if 1.886 Fibonacci level is hit, it's even if it's just a wick, it activates, the bot's gonna activate the upper targets of 2.42414 Fibonacci levels. And hence, that was the sole reason for me closing my short on the Ocean. Okay, So that was the sole reason. Right now, what you would want to see on the ocean is, I mentioned in the on the spot, I mentioned in the corner that ocean wigged 1886. So now it's going to go more up. Take profit on your shorts. Whatever the scalps we took it, it's okay. 1% is 1% gains. However, if it deviates the daily, come back down, we are going to reshort it like this. So we want the daily deviation, because 2414 it's going to go to 3436. But if the daily is flipped, okay, even the H4 is flipped, then we are not aiming for shorts, but we will be aiming for long opportunities towards this target of what we have here of 35,609. So only short once the daily and H4 is lost once again, and then it is flipped into a resistance, and then we're going to short it towards the sweep of these lows. That is going to be a target first, and then another target is going to be this target. So that was the reason, you know, I exited the ocean short. Yesterday night I was waiting for cyber. I mentioned in the corner as well, a 3 drive is coming for the cyber, and that is going to be a nice short opportunity from 9.3. It literally went to 9.3, or if you see the top, 9.2986, but that's fine. Overall, it just did a very nice 10% move on the downside. If you can see the 3 drive, these are some quick scalps, guys. 11%, 10%. This is where you just quickly go in and out. From the top perspective, in my view, cyber looks to me like top. We already went to 2414 fibs now, so, and slightly above 2414, we are in the red zone. So I do think that cyber, in my view, is top, and it's going to print the top. Let's look at the Binance perhaps chart. That's more good. Okay, I've already drawn everything. There should be drawing, but there is no drawing. I don't know why. The drawings were there since yesterday. Correct. The red zone is my short zone, as you can see. The 2618 is hit, so it's my short zone, and I do personally think that, in my view, this looks to me like top. But if 9.5 is flipped, if 2618 is flipped as support, then we will be aiming for 5618 Fibonacci levels. The target would then be $15. So right now we are at a resistance. I've analyzed 10 coins that were newly launched. All of those rejected from 2414 to 3 Fibonacci levels. In between those levels, it rejected. They marked the top. Likely the top is in. And if you have caught this highs, I think you should simply ride it. And this can be literally a top. The target, if this is top, the target for cyber is going to be somewhere around $2.5 to $1. That's where your target would be. So I'm just going to activate the fibs. Your first target is going to be, where are my fibs? Perfect. Yeah, $2.96. That's going to be a target for the cyber. So ETH, I'm going to check ETH on the private stream, guys, but I do have a nice plan on the ETH as well. So we're just going to check it later on. Thank you, guys, and have a nice day. Take care, guys.